This is Westgate with Blind Man's Puff, and I'm here with Hector Alfonso with Espinosa Cigars. He's the man behind the scenes, if you want to say that.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah. So thank you for having the interview with us.
No problem. This is one of my few interviews. I'm ambivalent about attention, but I'm glad to take up some space while Eric is throwing it around growing around the display.
Well, you're the man. You're the man who wants to talk.
Everybody knows that.
Eric will talk for 35 minutes. We want straight to the point.
Straight to the point. We're not going to. Oh, she shouldn't have worn that. Anyway, so yeah. Talk about the Mets. The Mets are doing bad.
Dodgers are good though.
Dodgers are really good. That guy with the beard. What's up with that guy? That guy let me walk out of the forest, man, like he was Kaczynski's kid. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's just start with the new stuff you got out.
All right, let's start with the first thing I want to talk about is one I'm really proud of. We did not really proud of, very happy to have done. We, like everybody else did, prior to August of last year, we released line extensions on everything. We went national with the short Churchill for 601. It's fantastic. 6.5 by 50 box press. It's the smallest ring size in that 601 blue, which was Eric's first big hit. Yep. In the radio. So Cigar Aficionado was number 6 cigar of the year back in 2007. And late last year, early this year, we moved the production of the 601 over to AJ's factory. He has a secondary factory in Opadao. That we have a small little section there for us. We're doing our stuff there. And it really, what it really did was give 601 that feel that it had originally, that rested. You don't not losing any potency, not losing any flavor, but it's just so. It's like to me, it's like a cigar that's been sitting 2 years. It's just fantastic. But the tobacco that AJ has access to, when he has access to something as a small factory, so don't. But the relationships that Eric has developed over the years are really helping the brand and helping our factory, because it relieves us. It's one less thing we have to do there. We can concentrate on making what came out of the Zona original. Oranja, Especial, Crema, all these cigars that we're showcasing here today.
Exactly. And I think that's one cool thing to mention, that you do have 2 factories now. You have the original Lazona, you have Lazona 2 that you call it, but technically
AJ's renting us an illegal efficiency. He's subletting us an illegal apartment there. It's good for us. I mean, everything that's come out there so far has been fantastic. The 601, the revival of the 601 was great. And check out this segment. Check it out. Ready? Murcielago. It's his 3rd iteration of the Murcielago, but it's not that we got it wrong the second time. It's the same thing. We had a cigar that we retro-engineered to get the blend. So the blend is on point, but what was missing was that rest that the tobacco had. We're working with year-old tobacco. AJ's working with 2, 3, 4-year-old tobacco. Same scenario. You're picking up a Murcielago from maybe 10, 11 years ago, and that's what you're tasting. The cigar is incredible. We started it off, we went with 3 sizes and one in a round. We had a little Rabito round. And we have tools here, as you can see there.
You got the new band on there.
Oh, and the new band, which is very cool. We took a holographic. It looks like if you're a Star Wars geek, it looks like a TIE fighter. And then all of a sudden, when you open up the band, you see the wings spread out. It's very, very cool. And here's Fernando giving me one from his personal stash that he shouldn't have. But there it is right there. Take it off the band if you want to get the effect.
It's just this whole box pops when you see it now.
Box pops. We had a red box prior, which really was an attention to get her on the shelf. But now we went simple, clean wood box, branding across the top, this on the inside. And when you guys go around and take some photos or want a video of the product, you'll see it really does get your attention.
I had one today too.
What'd you think of it?
It was delicious, man.
All right, that's I'm glad you guys
had
will
a nice spice up front, but then it turned into that just nice, creamy, smooth, but powerful.
I'll make sure that I get one for all of you to share. So, I'm sorry, I'll get one for all of you. Then the second item that we have, this is a national release as well. Same thing, same little thing that we did last year. We released it in a couple of stores by the deadline date, which is Reggae. Reggae was Eric's, the factory's attempt to work with Jamaican tobacco. A couple years back, exit stage right, exit stage left. As you can see, Reggae Eric had a Jamaican tobacco, I don't know how many years back, and he really liked the idea. So for about 2 or 3 years, we've been kicking the idea around. But Jamaican tobacco is not readily available, accessible, or ready. So it was kind of an issue. But we were lucky enough, as you can slide this one, wait till we get to it, make your way. Anyway, so
You're great. You're natural on camera. You should do this more often.
and I know Juan Cancel will be watching, and I'm trying not to twitch. I've got the really bad neck thing that's got me crazy. So the rig was a chance for us to work with Jamaican tobacco. I let everybody know it's not a Jamaican cigar, so pick it up. You're not smoking a Royal Jamaica, you're not smoking a Hyde Park. You're smoking a Nicaraguan Pearl that has Jamaican blended into it, which gives a very distinct taste. I've probably gone through 5 or 6 months of and I'm not supposed to. I'm the keeper of the staff, and I'm supposed to make sure that they don't disappear, but those seem to be disappearing at a long rate. It's 3 Vitolas, we're doing a Toro Grande, we're doing a Robusto Extra, a Toro, and we did a small church which might be it's the best of the 3. I think the wrapper vibration is fantastic.
You would say the reggae is more in that medium strength, right?
I think the reggae is a dead on 5. Medium strength wise is about a 5, 5.5. The flavor, it's got such a unique flavor. I'm very, very happy with that cigar. And then as a limited, not a limited, they're not limited per se, it's more limited availability of how the tobacco comes in. So as we get tobacco, we make it, obviously. Then we did a little special project, the reggae. Now you can show the cigar by
Reggae dreads.
Renegade Red. This is a cigar that we put our signature fuses from La Bomba. We put 4 on to look like a little Roscoe flare. Alright. This tobacco also Nicaraguan Pearl, but not as Nicaraguan, I would say, as the reggae. There's a nice blend there. We have the Nicaraguan, we have nice strength of the Nicaraguan in your face. Then we have some Honduran in there for some sweetness, and the Jamaican that gives it a nice nutty quality. People thought it was just a little thick all night, but it was just like something for a plate tire.
Right. No.
And it's not. It's a really good cigar. That it's going to be something collectible that people do. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a brilliant cigar. And a lot of guys, we're almost out. We still have a couple hours left on this day and half a day tomorrow, and we're almost out of time. And the people that are coming and word of mouth is a few things. It's a little stronger. I would say maybe like a 6.5 to a 7. And with the flavor profile, it's just incredible. A lot of beautiful smoke, a lot of beautiful drinkable. So that's what I got here.
I would say it's not that. I mean, you say it's strong, but I had it first thing Monday morning, and I was fine with it. I mean, it was
stronger.
It's stronger than the reggae.
Yeah,
with the reggae.
Stronger. It's not La Bomba. It's not in the 6 of 1s. It's not right. So it's not going to put you on your ass. But it's going to give you a good cigar smoking experience. And I think it's a great crossover cigar. I mean, it's getting attention everywhere, all parts of the country, not just South California guys are really into it. The guys in the Midwest, guys in Texas are big into it. So we want to get some mass appeal on that. We want to be in the back order of this problem. So we're trying to catch up on that. We did 1,000 boxes. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the exact number, but I would tell you that we've got to be pretty close.
Yeah, they look cool and they taste great.
Thank you. That's all right. If you want to, I've given you each of the strong innings. If you want to bring him in the close, you're more than happy. All right, bring Eric. Warm him up in the bullpen. Tell him he needs. You guys do B-roll. Are you ready? I got to call the bullpen. Bring in the righty.
Now we got Eric Espinosa. He's the man behind Espinosa Cigars. The Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog.
So,
I didn't name myself.
No, I know that. That was your son that kind of did that, right?
Well, that's my employees.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if you're late for work, you got to funnel beer. I don't put up with stuff like that,
Yeah.
You want to party, you got to pay.
Let's talk about the Alpha Dog. So since that came out last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of a joke name that everyone calls you, but yet you decided to make a cigar called the Alpha Dog.
Well, we did. We had the Lollapalooza last year. Did it in March, and it was hot as hell out in Miami, and so we gave all the guys that we invited, out there, social media, bloggers, and we gave them 5 different cigars to try, and they would choose which one they preferred. And then we gave them 5 different packaging. So of course they picked the one with my face on it. I don't want a cigar with my face on it, man. But you know, I got outvoted. You know, my son's in the business, and I got out. So we chose a cigar, and this is truly legit. You know, the cigar that got the most votes is the cigar that's what we did. So it was a cigar made by, you know, even though we make it, you know, it was created by fans. Let's say that.
Sure.
And so of course they picked my face on the box. So I don't smile on pictures. You can. It'll not
What you do?
You know, so this whole image alpha dog, but I'm really a little puppy. But don't piss me off though.
Puppy to pit bull.
Yeah.
But that cigar is now great, and they're little 10-count boxes.
Yeah, 10-count box. It's easier sale. You know, people go buy a box since it's a lot less expensive. So, it's easier sale.
Tell us some more about, Hector went through the new blends with us. What are some other things that you want to tell us about, like the L'Orange or Special or Habano? I know the Habano's been, really big.
Yeah.
For you guys.
And we did, Connecticut. We did the crema.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Connecticut shade. You know, I like cigars with food. And, it took us a while to be able to blend that cigar because, Connecticut doesn't have much flavor in the wrapper. So, a lot of people who smoke Connecticut like mild cigars. But I don't know how to make a mild cigar. If any of you guys out there know, please tell me, educate me on it because I don't know how to do that. So we got a Connecticut wrapper and it's got a little bit of, not a lot of flavor, it smells medium, it's not overpowering, but for a Connecticut, it's got a lot of flavor.
It's great with coffee in the morning.
It's great with coffee and
for people who like that, you do have something that's in that milder profile that people can
Well, what happened, the way this came about was that, when I do events, the first thing I ask everybody is, what do you like, mild, medium, or full? And, and I would always ask them, are you staying or are you leaving, If you're leaving, I'm giving you, if you're staying, then I don't have a cigar for you, So that's how that came about. Are you having fun?
I am having fun.
Yeah. Are you winning?
I am up.
Are you?
I am up this week.
You're the only guy in the whole cigar trade show.
And I have a witness. I have a witness that I'm up.
Yeah. How's he doing, witness? $300. $400. Can I borrow $300? Only 2 types of people come to Vegas: losers and liars.
I've been lucky so far, so we'll see how that keeps going.
You know how you leave Vegas a millionaire? You get here as a billionaire.
Exactly.
That's the only way you can leave as a millionaire.
I talked to Hector a little bit about this, but you have the Lozona factory, and now you have Lozona 2 that you work out of AJ's a little bit.
Well,
kind of just tell how that's working.
Listen, the way it came about was perfect timing. He's a monster in our industry, and a great human being and one of my best friends since day one. We always helped each other out. From the beginning. When he was small, I would help him out, and then now that he's become what he has become, he gets better rappers than I do. Tobacco, we're at the same level, and I do get good stuff, but very limited. And he gets a lot of the great stuff. So he opened up that San Lotano factory. It's like 45-minute drive from Esteli to Ocotal. He does it in 12 minutes, but that's why I don't ride with him. I follow him behind him. And it's been great. Great guy. And if you look at the new Murcielago, the rappers, it's just flawless. And then he's doing the 601s also because the blues and broadleaf, and those are the 2 hardest rappers to get out of the industry, is broadleaf and sour grits. So I eliminated that issue. And people might ask, ask, well, if you have your own factory, why would you have somebody else making cigars? And that's the reason. That's the reason. Yeah. You know, and why don't I buy the wrapper from him? You know, it's not fair. You know, he has the wrapper to make his cigars. Why would I take away his best stuff? But he promised me his best stuff, and he's a man of his word, and I know. Well, yeah. I mean, have you tried it?
Yes, I have. It's first of all, it's delicious.
It is. So that's how they get it.
Perfect. We'll end on, so tell everyone your favorite color is orange, right? We got orange carpet here.
Yeah.
Your big hit was the L'Orange that came out.
Yeah.
That's orange.
Yeah. My belt is orange.
Your belt's orange.
Yeah, my cutter's orange.
Has it been that way your whole life? Or
No, I was a big Sinatra fan, and I was just scrolling the internet, and this thing popped up and said Frank Sinatra, orange is the happiest color, you know. And I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, and my school color was orange and black.
Sure,
So and orange always, I always liked orange.
Yeah.
And the way the L'Orange came about, I really was looking to buy something different. We tried to do different things here.
Yep.
And that wrapper, you know, when they sold it to me, you know, the light, the guy was next to the window, and it looked very orangey to me, and that's what it doesn't have orange. And then an orange, it's the L'Orange in Portuguese. I didn't want to call it orange because people might think it's infused with orange, even though people out there,
they still say,
you know,
flavors.
we don't squeeze oranges, limes, or lemons in a cigar. I promise you that. Listen, we love it. Don't mind to tell somebody that they don't get that.
Yeah, that's how you get the wrapper from Brazil, and so that's how you get the Portuguese name with the orange,
Correct.
box pressed, caixa,
Correct.
Portuguese box. You kind of stuck with that whole package.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Eric Espinosa Cigars.
Peace.